What's up, people? What's up? What's up? This is your boy DC. Hey, we're back again here on Explore magazine, and we have a beautiful treat for you this afternoon, this evening. I know some of you guys are just getting in from work, and some of you guys are just waking up. So it all depends on what equation that you're on, and I just want to say welcome to the Explorer. Today we have a very special guest. We have a young lady that's standing by on the other side of the screen. She's the first African American female that owns her own ice cream shop in South Fulton, Georgia. If anybody don't know where South Fulton is, it's right off of South Fulton Highway, and it's in Felburn. But everybody say Atlanta, but it's Felburn. So I want to bring her on so she can share the secret sauce of how she became, the Miss Ice Cream Lady here in South Fulton. So we're gonna bring on Miss Sage. Miss Sage, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So tell all my viewers who you are.
Okay, I'm Sadri. I'm the owner of Jolie Sweets and Treats here in South Fulton. Um, our address is 6005 Landmark Way, um, Suite 124 in Fairburn, Georgia, 30213.
Okay. So how did you get started in the ice cream industry?
Um, so ice cream is a passion of myself and my daughters. So to say I eat ice cream every day, I do. um, And it started off as me and my daughter would do our, weekend treats and we'll go to ice cream shops all over. But we would always go far. So we would go to Noonan or downtown, Buckhead, everywhere but South Fulton. We would always have to leave our own community. So what I decided to do is bring it to our community. Oh, especially when Brewster's closed down on Camp Creek.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
decided that was the only ice cream we had. So I decided to bring it to our community and you know bring a little twist as well. So we started Jolie's.
Okay. So was it hard doing it by yourself?
I could say it's a stressful process. You have to have patience and you have to be willing to sacrifice. But yeah, it's a challenge.
So what was the most challenging part of starting the ice cream business?
Um, the most challenging part was the to me is the fact that we are New City. So I transformed a barbershop into an ice cream shop.
Yeah, you did.
So that has definitely been the biggest challenge. Outside of maybe we have a little marketing that's been runner up number two because I am ducked off in the corner. So those have been our main challenges.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about this dish here. Let's talk
So
about
that was
how,
only
let's talk about how you make this dish because when you made it for me, it was off the chain. Hold on. I think our audio is not on yet. Hold on. Let's see. Let me find you. Hold on. The audio. There you go. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so that's our famous rolled ice cream. So it's rolled ice cream is it's basic it's Thai, so it's homemade, of course. So we have our own mix, and what we're looking at right now is our cookies and cream.
Yes.
And we used two cookies. We mixed it in along as long with our house cream. We combined it, mixed it in. We use, we didn't get to that part, but we're going to use caramel drizzle and then we're just going to roll it up.
So when you say house
But it's
cream,
a pressure.
when you
Hmm.
say house cream, is it your house cream? Is it something that you made? Because you know I was trying to get the secret sauce when you was trying to tell me. Hey, I
It,
was trying to be nosy.
it is our own homemade um, mix.
Is it gluten free or I mean,
It's
what's
gluten free. So my base mix, I do make it gluten free and dairy free. So for our non dairy lovers, lactose intolerant, we do cater to those as well. So just not our people who we can eat dairy. So we
so the
cater to
one
everybody.
so the one that you made me, that the piece that we just saw, was that like non dairy product?
That was non dairy, but no, that was dairy that we did.
That was
But
dairy.
we also, but we use the same mixes um, for dairy, non dairy. Excuse me.
Okay, so let's talk about your different
We
flavors
have
that
our
you have.
butter pecan.
So
Butter
I
pecan. We have
I
our
typically change
moose
out our
track,
flavors every week.
rum raisin, and cotton candy.
Okay,
So what we're looking at is our hand packed ice cream right now. So like I said, we change them out every week. So when you come in, it could be a possibility that it's always something different. With the hand packed, and that is our dairy side. That is our dairy side. So you'll see what are we looking at? We're looking at Play-Doh or our extreme chocolate. We're moving this right here where you're moving over to our non-dairy side. So you see the sorbets, the sherbets, actually that you'll see vegan cookies and cream for our vegan lovers. You could also get that hand packed. Then you have the our Italian ices, and I switched those out as well.
okay. So your your facility is pretty much like set up for anybody that wants to come in there with a sweet tooth, because you don't only
Yes.
just have ice cream, you have cakes, you have cookies, you got snacks on the wall. I
We
mean,
got cinnamon buns. So we have cinnamon buns. We have funnel cakes, cinnamon buns, funnel cakes, popcorn, candy. Anything to spark your sweet tooth is
yeah,
here.
yeah, you got it now.
And we got it. So we always had a funny joke that me and my mom said is candy would never take me a long way, but it's taking me very far.
So the question is, how do you come up with your recipes? How you come up to say, I'm gonna make this today. I'm gonna make that.
Um, so some of them is my personal whatever I like, whatever I like, what I think the customers would like. But it also is what my daughter will like, what my family likes, different family members, what customers recommend. So I'm very big on customer service. So I want you to be able to feel free, feel comfortable walking in and coming back. So whatever they're in the mood for, we try to mix it up, especially with the rolled ice cream.
Yeah, yeah. The raw ice cream is the most popular one. I know that the one you made for me was real good. What's the most request when they come in?
For rolled ice cream, for our rolled ice cream, we could we could say the cookie to my cream. I also have a brownie flavor that hasn't transitioned over yet, but that's also really well. Cotton candy does really well. And for our hand packed banana pudding is definitely our top flavor,
Okay.
and our salted caramel as well. So
So what's the temperature that you have to keep your ice cream? Do you keep it in there overnight or do you take it out? I mean, what's the
no,
process?
for the hand packed ice cream, it is overnight. Um, and for our rolled ice cream, our mix is made every morning, so
Hmm.
it's there.
That's
And
that. That's
then
that mix
how
you
we
put in to do the your little magic, right?
Yes, correct. And so the freezer pan is what makes it freeze, and it goes all the way down to negative 20 degrees.
Oh wow! How long does it take to how long does it take to freeze? I mean, because it seemed like it was when you was making it for me. It seemed like you know how
Hmm.
you cook eggs on the stove, and
Like,
if you let it
yep,
sit for a minute and it get hard underneath.
yes.
So that's what it was
Um,
doing.
it was to to say the least. I'm sorry about that.
You
Um,
good?
it was it was getting frozen right as we made it. So
Yeah,
me personally, I do mine different than a lot of people. Um, so my freezer pans are off until they're ordered. So then I flip it on, and while I'm flipping, I'm literally
you're
mixing.
mixing.
So correct. So it's literally getting colder as we do it.
So you got it pretty much down to a science. Because when I
Yeah,
was watching you do it, I was like, okay, she say she just turned this thing on. Let me see how this thing work.
yeah.
And you
It
was
literally
mixing
take
it.
it may take 2 minutes.
Yeah, you was mixing it, and it came off real. Like when I saw you rolling it and stuff like that, I'm like, man, this is where it's at. And
Oh yeah.
I think a lot of people need to really just come by and just see how you just actually work because you do it like you do it with your eyes closed.
Yes, and it's definitely an experience. It's something different that I believe that we need in our communities, more so on the other sides of town. So the South Side is our little home. I grew up here,
Yeah.
so it's our little home.
So
So I always want to
how long you
flourish.
been doing ice cream?
Um, I've been doing it for 2 years.
Oh wow.
2 years.
Wow. So I know when I had asked you earlier about how you got started, and you told me you pretty much like saved your own money because I was asking you, did you get any help from the government? Did you get an assistant? Did anybody say let me put something on it? Explain to some of the new entrepreneur, new women out there that wants to do what you're doing. Explain them how you got the keys to the door.
Um, I don't know if I would advise anybody to do it the same way I did it because I am an overworker. I find pleasure in working.
Yes.
But I did fund my business based off of my own pockets. I like it.
Right. But there's nothing wrong with getting a business loan if you need it and if you can pay it back. But then it's
There's
also
nothing wrong with it.
yeah, and then it's also
It's
there's
nothing
nothing
wrong
wrong
with
with
that.
you doing what you did. Working hard and saving. I mean, how long did it take you to
Exactly.
save to get the ice cream shop?
I thought of it. To be honest, it was my ideal, and I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell anybody when I was ready. So I started it. My ideal, let's say, in that October by January, I started looking for places,
Mm-hmm.
and I signed my lease in March.
Okay. So when you
So
get
it took me a few months to, you know, put my ideal together, get the product. So when I actually got my building, I
yes.
already had like the tables were the rolled machines and everything. I had all my products, so it was just supposed to be moved into the building.
So you already had it already in storage, waiting on you to just move in,
Exactly.
and
It
that's
was
smart.
literally. I woke up. I said, "This is what I wanted to do." I put some action behind it. I did a little bit of research on it, and I opened. I signed my
Yeah.
lease. I had the building built out because it was a total build out.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
complete build out.
Yeah. I mean,
So we did our floors. We had to build walls and all that good
yeah,
stuff.
because when you walk in there, I would have never known that there used to be a barbershop until you told me. And then that's when I
Yeah.
said, oh, okay, yeah, I can see it. But then I also see how
Hmm.
you put your own twist to it because it's kind of cool. Like I told you, I said it's almost like a little hangout spot, for the kids when they get out of school, come by, hey, let's go get some ice cream, walk home. And, you got the little swinging chair hanging from the ceiling. I mean,
Yes.
and then you have your what's that? Not a PlayStation, but it's a
I have a Nintendo Switch. You can
see.
sit and play.
Yeah.
So it's something to do. It's we have like the giant Connect Four, so you could be able to play games. Something of the sort, something little light.
Yeah. Well, hey, we're gonna go ahead and go to a commercial break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk more about this ice cream shop, and then we're gonna talk about all the other things that you got going. So hey, y'all stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
We'll be right back with more Explore.
Osaka Tequila.
Dropping.
Hey, good.
Field where it all happens, the magic happens.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it's moving on this side. Yeah. Oh, I got some questions when we come back. Some people ask you, how did she formalize me? So we gonna get her Hey everybody, guess what? U3 is putting together the three-wheel 2C Voyage. That's right, the three-wheel 2C Voyage. February the 9th through the 12th, 2024. Book now. Information is on the screen. Book now. You don't want to miss it. You would like to enjoy the Super Bowl while you're cruising from the Bahamas. That's right, February the 9th through the 12th, 2024. You don't want to miss it. Welcome back, everybody. We're back. Hey, we're gonna get to a question for Miss Brittany. She said she wants to know how did she formalize her menu.
I did my menu on well, it depends on which part. So starting with my hand packed ice cream, it's constantly changing. With that, I don't personally do the hand packed. I have a vendor who does my hand packed for me. So I change out the flavors, like I said, every week. My rolled ice cream, like I said, it comes out of my head. I try to use some of the flavors from the hand packed and create it as much as I can to be a rolled ice cream as well.
So you just wake up and say, "Ooh, I'm gonna try that,"
Yeah,
and
I
then
do.
and then you just add it onto the menu.
I do. So, like for example, um, my nephew, he loves Nutella and bananas. So I tried it, Nutella and banana, and it's actually good, and it's there. And I'm also always constantly expanding the menu. But then we're putting there where you do have a create your own. So, like I said, for whatever the customer like. For an example, one of my customers, she came in, she wanted caramel, pecans, um, and basically vanilla, nothing else. So to me, that's typically like a butter pecan type thing. So we mixed it, we made it happen, and she was happy.
That's what's up. Another question was she wants to know how was your marketing challenges.
My marketing challenges, I am not a Instagram person. That is my biggest problem. Um, so I don't post as much as I should on Instagram, as well as the ordinance in our area is not the best. So I can't put certain signage outside or on my window. So that's what make it hard. So I have the customers who have to walk inside to figure out what I have sometimes.
Or you know what? Let me throw a little nugget out. You can also create a QRC code and
Hmm.
paste that QRC code on your window outside of your door, like on the other side where you say it's open. You can
I like
paste
that.
you
I
can
like that idea. I
you can
like that
paste
idea.
that and you can put it there. So even if you're not there, they can pull up the
Hmm.
menu and pull up the time. And then also too, once you get your order, your Uber Eats and stuff together, then that way they can
Hmm.
order it through your QRC.
Yeah, we are working on Uber Eats right now. So that our Uber Eats and DoorDash that should be ready um, by next week, actually.
Okay, yeah, that's dope. Another person was saying, Mrs. Kaya Bell says she's so proud of you. Great
Thank you.
job.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then let me see. She wants to know how. Oh, she another Brittany wants to know how did you choose your location?
Um, like I said, I grew up in South Fulton, so I knew before South Fulton was South Fulton. I went to Westlake, so I've been in this area for a long time. And like I said, my target area was this area. Um, but everything fell into place. It was nothing but God, honestly, because I drew past this place plenty of times. Um, I actually opened during COVID. So it was just I wanted to be in a plaza, and I wanted something simple and something easy, and they made my process as easy as possible. And everywhere else I was going, they were just I got a lot of no's. I did get a lot of no's. So, but I did
Yeah,
not let that discourage me.
yeah. Sometimes people let the no discourage them, and they
Yeah.
feel like maybe it's not for me, maybe it's not my time. But you got to keep
Hmm.
going, cause see
Yeah.
that's how the devil do. He'll come in and take your dream and snatch it from you. But
Sure.
if
Sure
you know
do.
you're a child of God and you know this is where you're supposed to be, you keep going.
Hmm.
We have another question. Another question comes from Mr. Calvin Payne. He wants to know: do you have a team helping you, or are you doing everything solo dolo, and why?
So it goes up and down. I'm in the process of building a stronger team, right? Because, like I said, I do have other businesses, so it's hard to always be here. But the biggest challenge comes when I'm in an area where a lot of warehouses are around me. So, what you pay at the warehouse is compared to um, what I can afford. It's you're it's a big challenge. For example, I had a employee. She was amazing. But when what was that, FedEx or UPS hit that $20 an hour,
Yeah,
she ran to it.
yeah,
And I can't knock them. I believe in everybody. If you have to chase your money, do what you have to do. And for the one, and then I had another employee. She completed her degree, so I told her I believe in you working in your field. If she was working in she got a psychology degree. So I believe in working in your field and believing in working in doing your passion. Praise ice cream's my passion, so go after your passion. So I encouraged her to, you know, go into her field to grow herself.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, my team is growing. It is growing. So yeah.
Do you see yourself? Another question from Mr. Payne. Do you see yourself getting into partners to help you with franchising or doing anything to that nature? Because I asked you about the franchise when I was there.
I've had a lot of people come in and ask about franchise. Actually, it's been a big thing. My goal is to expand, but my goal is to get everything to where I want it to be, a solid foundation before I do expand and before I do franchise. I don't want to just be out here having people use the name and not being able to help them or supply them with all their needs.
Yeah,
But
that's very
franchising,
important.
yeah, but franchising is coming. It's coming soon.
Yeah. We already know somebody knocking on your door already.
Yes. Yes.
So that person just has to be patient. Let's talk about.
Patience is key.
That's right.
Patience is always
That's
key.
right. That's right. Let's talk about them other businesses that you have, like the restaurant, the Jamaican restaurant, the daycare.
Yeah.
You and your mom just purchased 10 acres of land. It's just like, man,
Yeah.
it's like
So
you like. I'm gonna call you Diddy. Can't stop, won't stop.
that's my goal, is to be the female Diddy. No, I'm just playing. I just I just want to be okay in life where I can leave a legacy for my daughter, so she doesn't have to work as hard as I do.
Exactly. So how did you start your other business? What did you Did you have your other the restaurant first before you had the ice cream shop, or was the other way
No,
around?
so actually the daycare was the first. So I grew up in daycare. We're originally from New York, so I grew up in daycare. Grew up always around kids. I always have a passion for kids. Everything that I do would always surround kids. And growing a child, that's my passion. Outside ice cream and sweets. So we had the daycare for 12 years. 12 years, 2011, 12, 13 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah. So I've been there, ran it, still run it. And then the ice cream shop came along. Like I said, it was a quiet idea that I moved on my own. I didn't tell anybody. Restaurant, daycare is me and my mom. Restaurant's me and my mom. And the restaurant came after the ice cream shop.
So now this restaurant, first of all, what is called?
It's AJ Cuisine, and it's also in South Fulton. I'm telling you, I'm a South Fulton lover.
So what's the hottest ticket on the menu?
My favorite. I'm a pasta lover, so definitely come try the jerk chicken pasta, shrimp pasta, salmon pasta.
Ooh.
It's amazing.
Now what was that? What was that somebody bought you the other day when I was there? Yeah, it smelled good.
Oh no, that's soups. Now that it's getting colder, we're getting soups now. So
Yeah, that smelled good when you pop that lid open. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Whatever it was good.
Yeah.
It smelled good. Because you had told me, you say, yeah, it came from the restaurant.
Yeah, the chefs there are amazing. We have 2 chefs. You'll more likely catch me in the mornings. But we have 2 chefs there, and they are amazing. They've been with us from start to finish. So yeah, it's there, right off of, and that address is 4230 Stonewall Tell, Atlanta, Georgia 30349. But once again, that is still in the South Fulton area.
Miss Kaya wants to know what advice would you give any female that wants to start their own business like you? What advice?
My biggest mistakes, I would tell you, sit down, plan, make a business plan. Make a business plan, sit it out, jot down what you want to do from idea from start to finish. Write down what everything costs. What do you think you'll need in your business? What do you think will make your business grow? Make sure you include the marketing. Make sure and always have a budget for marketing, because budget and funding is always a big thing. They do have fundings out there, so you don't have to do it the way that I did, straight out of pocket.
Right.
You could use loans, micro loans. You could fundraise. It's a plethora of things you could do to get funding. You could use business credit.
Yeah. Well, I like one of the ideas that you said earlier. Is like, all right, you didn't tell anybody about the ice cream shop. So what you were doing secretly in the background, you was buying all your gear and you was putting it up. So when it was time for you to move, you already had everything already ready.
Exactly, because let me tell you, your biggest thing, what I found in business in total, the littlest thing can discourage you. So do your planning in secret. Act first, and then tell everybody what you want to do. Don't try to keep it as
Quiet as possible.
yep, on the low, on the DL as possible,
Yeah.
because that's how you grow, honestly. And you don't have to use everybody's opinion.
Right.
Everybody's opinion doesn't matter because they don't see the same vision you have.
Exactly. Say that one more time.
Everybody doesn't have the same vision, so you can't give up on yourself.
Yeah. So was it hard going through the planning part of it, like getting your business license, getting insurance, you know, getting a fire marshal to come and inspect the place, make sure your exit sign working, your
Yet
security. Let's go through that detail because a lot of people don't know how to get that type of stuff done. So how did you
they
get it done?
don't, and honestly, um, I thank God that I was in a position where I knew business and I know certain things that you need. Um, but the city can detour you. So, but you have to be on them, honestly. And I was in the health field too. So the health department, they were so backed up that I was calling them every day, 3 times a day, right before they open, midday, and in the evening times. And I was sending emails. And I did that with the city and the health department to make sure that I got somebody out. Because if you're not on them, they'll push you away. Like they wouldn't
Yeah.
care at all.
Yeah, because I know by having food, I know
Mhm.
it's a lot of type of
The
rules and
licensing
regulations.
is exactly, and licensing is a big thing. Um, and you have to know your ordinance for the city. For example, I put up a for hiring sign in the front of my business.
Hmm.
City ordinance said you can't do that. I was get out. They were if I didn't talk, I had to do a lot of talking, and they were going to fine me $1,000 a day because my sign was up there saying now hiring.
Inside your window or just
It was
outside?
no, it was outside. It was on the building, on the side of the building,
Oh, okay.
and it said now hiring, and I thought it was fine, but it was not. So you have to know your city ordinance as well.
Gotcha. So what's
And I think my biggest advice is know your city council person. Know your city council
that's why
person
it's important to
because
go out and vote, people.
it is very big to go out and vote and know who you're voting for, and we're in early voting, so please go out and vote. Um, know who your city council is, because if it wasn't for the city councilman who we have now, he was a big contributor to making sure my doors were open. And the year that I opened, it just happened to be an election year,
Oh
so
wow.
it
Yeah. So
fell
he
perfect in
yeah
my
he
favor.
needed that.
He needed it, but the person who was because he actually took over who was in, and she never stepped foot in here.
Oh
The
wow.
council person who was there, yeah.
Yeah.
So know who your council person is. Get acquainted with your council person. They could be your biggest advocates. They could definitely be your biggest advocates.
Now, so when you getting your licensing for your business, I mean, was it expensive or I mean, what type of license did you have to get? I mean,
It's a laundry list.
because a lot of people as watching may want to know because they maybe want to just, hey, this may be not for me going through all of what she went through, or this may be what I need to hear so I can get my ducks in a row. So when I go down there, I know exactly what to do.
I got to tell you, you definitely have to do your research. You
Yeah.
definitely have to do your research. But I get a quick rundown on what I got. Turn it down a little bit.
Let them
A
know we're on a
little.
live podcast.
It's fine. So a little line, a little bit of what I did. Make sure you have, of course, your Secretary of State, your
Yeah.
EIN.
Yeah.
Make sure you, if you're in the food industry, make sure you do your safe serve. Make sure you have your business license for the city.
What about the
I just need
county? You had to get it for the county or just for the city?
for the county, you have to have your sales
Sales
use.
tax.
Yep.
Okay.
Um, uh, and it's a laundry list of stuff.
Yeah.
And
How important?
the fees could get extremely high. So if you don't do it right, the fees would eat you up.
Yeah. How important it is to keep that A rating. You know how they have your ratings on your door when you come in. How important is
Look,
it? Hard to keep that because you know when they come in, they like very tedious.
it's very hard. But my biggest thing, and I tell people anything, cleanliness is the closest thing to godliness, as my grandmother would say. So make sure you keep your place clean. If you wouldn't keep, how can I say this? Make sure it's somewhere where you would want to eat.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I know it could get really crazy, and but make sure you try to keep everything as clean as possible.
Okay. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. So when we come back, we're gonna conclude this thing and find out what's next for our young lady. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
We'll be right back with more Explore.
Osaka, tequila. Dropping.
Field where it all happens. The magic happens.
Good job. Interview. We got more commercial. Hey everybody, guess what? U3 is putting together the three-wheel 2C Voyage. That's right, the three-wheel 2C Voyage. February the 9th through the 12th, 2024. Book now. Information is on the screen. Book now. You don't want to miss it. You would like to enjoy the Super Bowl while you're cruising from the Bahamas. That's right, February the 9th through the 12th, 2024. You don't want to miss it. All right, people, we're back. It was a great commercial going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So if you want to go to the Super Bowl, it's never too late to join in so you can have a great time with us. Now, let's talk about your background. Let's talk about, I know you say you have a large family. How many is it?
It's 11 of us. I'm one of 11.
Say that number one more time.
That good old number after 10. We have 11 of us, 11 great souls.
So how was it growing up when a family that size of 11 kids?
You don't need friends.
Yes, I know. And y'all got a basketball team almost.
We had fun though. We had fun. My family's Guyanese, so we were always over there or we were here, but we enjoyed life. We definitely enjoyed life.
So are you like big time
Oh,
in your family because like you're here in the States and you run a successful ice cream shop and a restaurant, daycare. I know your family just like you the bomb.
I'm their stressor. I give everybody the headaches. I have the smart mouth. I'm like closer to the bottom. I'm the third from number 9.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm still baby out here.
Gotcha. How often do you go home?
I try to go home as often as possible. I brought the New Year's in. I normally go the day after Christmas, and stay until New Year's, a few days after New Year's. This year, the plan is to go, but I don't know. I'll probably wait till sometime next year to go back, God willing.
Gotcha, gotcha. So was it hard? I mean, when did some of your family move to the States and some stay home? And when they did come, how hard was the change?
So now we have 8 that's here. Yeah.
Okay.
8 that's here. It's 8 of us that's here, and 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 3 of us is still over there. Is it hard?
Yes. Was it hard, the transition?
Not really.
Not really.
Not really. It wasn't. Well, I could say. So I per se was born in Brooklyn. So I was born in New York. So for me to move, the move to Georgia was the hard part, and more so than the move from being in Guyana to here.
Gotcha. So when you came to Georgia, was it just you and your daughter, or was it you, your daughter,
No,
and your mother?
well, my daughter was born in Georgia.
Okay.
She's a Georgian.
But it was you and your mother and the rest of the 8 that moved.
It was.
Or some still in New York.
You making me think. Yes, some is still in New York. 2 is in New York. So it's 8 of us down here. 2 is in New York, and 6 is down here in Georgia now.
So
and one just came. One just came to Georgia a few days ago. So
that's your sister, right?
that's my oldest sister.
Okay. Now, is it, since it's like you say, it's about 80 of you guys here? Is it a family business, or
The ice cream shop?
Well, I know the ice cream shop is your baby, but I mean the restaurant and the daycare, is that a family business?
The daycare is a family, me and my mother, and restaurant, me and my mother.
Okay. So the guy that came that was helping you when I was there, he's like family, right? The one that
That's
bought you
my
the
brother.
suit. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my brother. Yeah,
Okay.
that is definitely my brother.
Okay. So he pretty much like he's there all the time. So you might say he part of the ice cream business.
Yeah, he helps. He helps me maintain, clean up, and stuff like that. So he does help.
So you do
Everybody help. Everybody has their hand in it somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, so you do have some type of family support, because
Definitely.
especially when you're trying to start something to that magnitude and you step out on faith. You know, like Calvin mentioned, that you do. What kind of support system do you have, or the team?
There's definitely a support system. Like, my brother's my lookout. No, he makes me, he helps me clean up and make sure everything is together. But yeah, there's everybody's hand in it somehow.
Gotcha. So how do you balance between the 3 jobs and also being a single mom? How do you balance that?
When I figure it out, I'll let you know. But cameras help. cameras definitely help, and a lot of patience and a lot of running around.
Yeah. Because I know it's kind of hard when you're trying to go after, your vision and your passion and your goal, but then you still have all these responsibilities that you have to maintain as being a single mom and, a momager. When I say momager, I mean you're a mom and you're a manager at the same time of all the other business that you have. And then you say you're going to open up a hookah lounge. So it's just like, you ain't going to never stop. I mean, I'm going to call you Queen of the South.
Hey, as long as I can do it in silence, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
I mean, it's a blessing, you know what I mean, to see somebody young like yourself to be able to move and to do certain things. Let's talk about this weekend. Let's talk about this weekend event that you have. Hold on for a second. Yeah, let's talk. We're gonna talk about that. All right, go ahead. Let's talk.
Yes, our fall festival, as well as the police precinct, is being reopened across the street from us. But we're gonna have the horses out. We're gonna have the game buses. We're gonna have, different activities. We're gonna have some, face painting, pumpkin painting, ice cream, all the good stuff,
So when you say ice
and of course,
cream,
bounce house.
so oh yeah, when you say ice cream, is it a certain flavor that you're giving out to the community that they can taste, or you just it's just wide open?
Yeah. So right now, I'm having a pumpkin flavor that's going to be out on Saturday, and that will be $2 on the one scoop. I haven't posted it yet, so it's kind of the exclusive over here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, pumpkin flavor would be out, and that's $2 a scoop on that as supplies last.
Yeah. So again, like one of the viewers was saying about marketing. So how can you get something like this out to the public? For us flyers, internet, because everybody now has a cell phone. So it's
Everybody
faster.
has a
It's faster now to even digitally put it on a text, Instagram, Facebook, to get it out there. Are you using any of those platforms, or how are you putting your stuff out there?
Well, right now of course, we use Facebook. We use Facebook, all the Facebook groups that myself and some of my family members are in, in-laws, all that they're in. We use Soccer in the Streets. Uh, you know, we use them. Who else? Instagram, and TikTok as well.
Okay. So what's next? What's next for you? Because I know you all over the place.
What's next for Jolie's is expansion, of course. We're working on our trailer so we can have an ice cream trailer. So everything that we have in store will be able to be on the go. So we'll be able to do more events and be out there as much as possible.
Oh, that's gonna be dope. Because you got to have the like, ice cream theme song that everybody got, or you got to have your own thing. Because
We got to do our own thing.
Yeah,
I'm original.
Yeah, because that's how people
so
gonna know you coming through. You got to have some
Yep.
type of, what I'm saying. I mean,
something different.
yeah, that's gonna be dope. Ice cream truck on wheels, not your
Yep.
not your typical ice cream truck, but your
Not your
ice cream
typical.
truck.
Exactly. So it'll be rolled ice cream on wheels.
Oh wow,
We'll have scooped ice cream on wheels, funnel
wow,
cakes on wheels,
wow,
all the good
wow.
stuff.
Yeah, uh, a key question that I think I need to ask: the maintenance, the upkeep. How are you doing that? Is this like do you got new appliance? You got used appliance? Somebody
I
helped you
brought
with appliance?
everything was brand new.
Okay.
Um, I, I, everybody could do it differently. You can, if you find a really good used appliance, that'll be amazing. But what I found when I ran into appliances, it's people didn't tell the whole truth about what was wrong with things, and then
Yeah.
you end up investing more than you should.
Right.
Um, so I tried that both ways. I did new appliance with the ice cream shop. I tried to use used appliance with the restaurant, and we turned around and ended up still investing, and had to buy new appliance because things were broken or wasn't the way it was supposed to be. So um, it's completely up to you, but my choice would always be use new appliances.
Gotcha. Well, you and I met through one of my biker co-founders, and he called me. He said, "Man, DC." He said, "Man, you got to meet this young lady." I said, "Well, send her through. Let's see what she's talking about." So I got on the phone. We talked. We changed numbers. I said, "I need to come down there and taste your ice cream, or just see the facility." And when you did your roll up, I said, "Yeah, she legit. She
Yeah.
legit." Her stuff is
Yeah.
legit. I'm trying to tell you people, if you didn't taste a roll up ice cream before, you need to come to Jolie's so you can taste it.
Yeah, it's right in our backyard. It's literally in our backyard. And our area deserves everything that other areas have. So let's pour back into our community.
Yes, yes. I mean, you're not too far from my son-in-law and my daughter. They right off Roosevelt Highway, so they can come up the back way and just go boom and hit
And
you
exactly.
and just come on straight on up. Any last encouraging words that you would like to give some of the new entrepreneur females that's out there that wants to be in your shoes?
Um, my biggest advice, don't get overwhelmed. Plan everything out. Go after the grants. There are a lot of grants out here for female entrepreneurs. Believe in your dream. Don't change what you want or anything because of what anybody else's opinion is. And just
Just do
keep
you.
striving. And do you, of course, do
And
you.
that's right, and do you. Hey, you guys heard it right here on Explore. It was a blessing to have Miss Sage to bless my audience, and I thank for all the people that came online and dropped some good questions, because some of the questions were, well, all of the questions was pretty legit. So she gave
They were
some,
legit.
yeah, she gave some legit answers. So how can people reach out to you on your social media? I know we've been putting it out here down to the bottom, but any outside of Instagram, where can they meet you on Facebook?
You could follow me on Instagram, Jolie Sweets Treats, or my personal page. It's Sagery _ Antoinette. If you touch the following on our Jolie's page, you'll find me.
Yeah,
You could find us on Facebook, Jolie Sweets Treats, or you could just come on down. Oh, and TikTok as well, Jolie Sweets Treats. Make sure you put the S's on the end.
that's right. That's right. Can't forget about the S's. Well, hey, I just want to say thank you for blessing us with letting everybody know who you are and the new location that you're in, and also too, we hear franchise in the future, because a lot of people are gonna be grabbing onto you. That's going
Yes.
to want you all over the city of Atlanta, and also too in the surrounding areas. So you can always come back to Explore to give us an update, to let us know what you have going on, and then you're only 4.5 miles from me, so it's nothing for me to get on my bike or a car to go get some ice cream or just
Yeah.
kick it to find out what's good. So much success for your event this weekend. I wish we
Thank
can,
you. And
we
bring
can
the
be
kids
there.
out. Everything is free. It is free.
That's right. Bring the kids out, bounce a house, whatever the kids got, she have it, horse, all that stuff. They can ride, you know what I mean? But like I said, I wish that we can be there to help celebrate. But we have a prior engagement that we got going. But this is not the last time. So
It's not.
we
It's not.
will connect again, and we will bring a new update and be right there when you cutting the ribbon to the new store or whatever you're trying to do. We're gonna make
Exactly.
sure Explore is on the scene. So
Explore, definitely.
that's right. So
So
I want to
thank
say
you guys so much.
so I want to say thank you again, and God bless you guys. And until next time, be safe out there, and I love you guys. Peace out. All right, we back. Did your
That
screen
was good.
did your screen go black?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, yeah, I faded out. All right, cool. Man, that was dope.
That was good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, somebody said great interview.
Yay.
Yeah, elegant, everyday, 365. They say great interview.
Yay.
So that's good, man, because now a lot of people now gonna know where you're at.
Yeah.
So I pray from this day forward that you get more customers, and
Thank
that
you.
God continue to bless you, because you have a beautiful soul, beautiful spirit, and you have the love for people. So and you're not afraid to tell anybody about about how you got started. Because
No, I'm not, and that's I think that's the biggest thing is people withhold information, or I should say they gatekeep,
yeah,
and there's enough for everybody.
yeah, it is. It is. It's enough for everybody. So my thing is just stay focused, stay woke. The devil's busy. You know how you work.
Always.
You know how you work. So you just keep doing you and don't let nobody else deviate you from your plan.